What is up, y'all? Back at it again, this time with a personal collection showcase part 1. What I plan to do with this series is take 10 cards out of my PC and showcase them in every episode that I put out, and then just walk through kind of, what the card is, the reason I bought it, if there's a story behind it, and just speak about the card in general. So to kick us off is going to be a card that some of you may have already seen from an earlier video, but I thought it was the card that was most appropriate to kick us off if we're going to talk PC, and it is my 2009 rookie card of Anderson Silva. This is a gold. It is graded 9.5, and it is one of my Grail cards that I mentioned, I wanted to own, and now I have it. It is never leaving my possession, and there's 3 other cards to chase. That being said, I have added, just in general, other cards to my PC, some Anderson Silva, some other fighters, and you're going to get to see some of those in a second. But for now, we're going to stick to round 1, and we're going to stick to the Spider. This is a 9.5 Victorious Debut Gold, and this is actually numbered to 88. This is 11 out of 88. I absolutely love how these Beckett slabs look on this older product. And for like the newer Topps Chrome stuff, I'm a fan of more of the PSA stuff. The PSA grading, I should say. But yeah, for some reason, I just prefer to see 2009, maybe 2000, anything 2009 to like 2013, 14 in a Beckett slab versus PSA. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. If it's a beautiful card, I will, go after and try to own it. Moving on, taking it back and going a little bit of PSA in here. This is a 2006 Pride card that is a rookie card of Anderson Silva. Unfortunately, he is getting hooked like crazy here and tapping out immediately once he was put in it. So unfortunately, this was a loss. We know that he has another rookie card in here, which I think most would consider like the official rookie card in this set. It's where he's in a fighting stance versus this one, but this is a sick foil as well. This is a Gen Mint 10, so rare to find for sure, and something that I knew I needed to pick up the moment I saw it was on the market. Let's keep going. Sticking to Pride, we got another Beckett slab of none other than Shogun Rua. This is such a sick card. 9.5, 2006. I mean, this is such an old card. This is kind of what the Anderson Silva looks like, right? Similar stance, just facing that way. But yeah, Shogun's someone that I've watched for such a long time that when this was on the market in auction, I knew I needed to jump on it, and I was fairly confident that I would be the winner of this, so I'm happy to have it. I was like, if it wasn't for wanting to travel light, I was going to take this to UFC X with me because Shogun was going to be there to get inducted into the Hall of Fame this year in 2024, and I decided not to bring it, but it would have been cool to be able to show him his own rookie card from back in the day. Another Pride card. This one has a ton of athletes on the card. You have one of the Nogueira brothers there. I believe I saw. It's going to be hard to call it out here just because the picture itself is pretty blurry, but what I'll do is in post, I'll put like arrows pointing at a few of the other guys that I was able to point out, or at least who I think is on there, because it doesn't make it clear who's there. Or maybe the back does, but because I can't read Japanese, I'm not going to be able to tell, what it is. But yeah, this is another 2006 Pride FC card, 9.5 grade. Check that out. Moving on to a 2009 Topps UFC fight poster. This is Lesnar versus Mir. Look at that grade. Gen Mint 10. This is one of those cards that you just, as a collector, you want to have the monumental moments. UFC 100, something from UFC 200, and for UFC 300, I will go with the art series that Gian Gillane released and through Tops. But yeah, this was a card that I knew I wanted, and so I'm happy to now have it in my collection. I was patient about it, and the right one presented itself to me on eBay, and so I went after it. Check that out. You got GSP, Thiago. I got to look off the camera. Yeah, Dan Henderson and Bisping. All right. Going to 2013, another Beckett slab. This is from Knockout. None other than our girl, Ronda Rousey. This is the 27. This is the first triple threats that I own, and something that I saw, and I was like, you know what? This is probably the right one that fits my collection. I didn't want the other one that is a little bit, more rated R. If you know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I really, really did like this one, so I decided to go after it. It's been in my collection for a few weeks now, and it's something that I'm happy to own. It's probably the only Ronda Rousey in my PC. Moving on to Bruce Buffer, 2009, round 1. This doesn't have the best grade, but I got it for a great price, so I figured why not add it to my PC. Shout out to Chicken One of One, who recently had Steve Aoki on an IG live stream to break an entire case of round 2, the 2009 product, and then Steve just, no problem, just messages Dana, messages John Jones, and messages Bruce Buffer, and manages to get 2 out of 3 in the chat. Dana couldn't make it. John Jones was in the chat. Bruce was in the chat, and then he even comes onto the actual live stream.
Oh! Bruce Buffer's here. Let's go. Thanks for jumping in, Bruce.
Is Bruce going to go live with us?
Bruce, can you show the card that you just pulled of Bruce Buffer? Because we just pulled your auto so Bruce can see it.
Bruce, from what I hear, you're a collector as well. So there's the Bruce Buffer card.
Oh, I'm gonna bring you in right now, Bruce. I'm bringing you in the live.
I sound like a little girl.
Hi, guys. Bruce!
Oh, my goodness.
How are you? Man? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How about you, Steve?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. We're breaking vintage UFC. So I was like, we got to get Bruce in here.
It's funny. I just had a big, huge collector named Dan Woken from Memory Lane. He's one of the biggest.
Oh, I know Dan.
Yeah, you know Dan.
Yeah.
He was just over my house, and I was showing him the cases I have of the second issue from 2010.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I've got 2 cases of those. I got boxes of 2009.
That's what we're opening right now, 2009.
Yeah, I know. I see that. I've got like 100 of my own rookie cards in there.
I know.
So, Steve, I emailed, Bruce, I emailed your business line because I heard a rumor that you had a sealed case of 2009 round 1.
Oh, that was you? Oh, yeah. No, I have a sealed box. I got a box. Like an idiot, I didn't buy a case.
I have a case, Bruce.
A case worth a lot of money.
Well, my goal is to open it. Because that's the fun of it.
So Chicken pulled the Sugar Sean O'Malley Superfractor 101 auto, which is something I was looking for, the 2018 Topps Chrome.
Right.
So, and then he told me about this one. He's like, hey, this is John Jones, rookie year 2009. I hit up John. I texted John, and John jumped in the chat too. So he was watching us, try to find his 1 of 1, which we haven't found yet, but it's out there somewhere.
It's worth a lot of money. I mean, the UFC collectibles are going up like crazy.
If you haven't watched it, make sure to check that out on IG. It was a big moment for the hobby, big moment for Chicken 101. Everything that happened, everything that's going to continue to happen for this man, for this brand is earned. And I love to see, that he had that platform that Steve brought to the table and was able to share with all of us. Now, these two are going to be considered kind of like number 9, and it's mainly just because of what they are versus who they are, the cards, you know. These are just some autos that I found as a lot on eBay, got a decent price for them, and I feel like, you know, these autos are nice to have in your collection, especially if there are fighters that, you know, you followed and got to see their ups and downs. So this was a nice little grab that I got. Now I'm starting to add any auto, no matter who it is, of these blue inks from 2009. So you'll see a few more as we keep going through my PC and future parts. And the last card to close us out for part 1 of my showcase is going to be Cowboy Cerrone, 2011 Finest UFC autograph. This is another card that got a good price on it. Didn't own any autos of Donald, so I figured why not, you know, pull the plug on one. So this is one that I'm happy to own. It's not necessarily 100% a keeper. If I find something better, I'd probably sell this and replace it with something a little greater, even if it's like just a grade or a rookie card of some sort. But I did like the look of this, so I decided to go after it. And that's going to round out part 1 of my PC. I think we went through some monster cards, but I definitely have other ones that I'm excited to show you. Just wanted to start off with some of the ones that came to mind that I thought you guys would appreciate looking at. Well, until next time, guys, this has been Doers Taking Breaks. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing. Until next time, we are out of here, y'all. Peace.